Hey guys, I'm out this evening for a quick ruck. Got a 30-pound pack. My legs are a little sore. I did a tempo run yesterday here on the road, but not here to talk about rucking today. I want to talk about weightlifting. Now, I've weightlifted my entire life, since high school to now, pretty much continuously, but it's always been kind of more supportive of whatever else I was doing. But the older I get and the more I read and study, the weightlifting is just incredibly good for older people. And once you hit 50, you start losing muscle pretty quickly. And the only way to combat that is with weightlifting. And that said, this whole video is basically going to be for me a week's worth of weightlifting routine down in my basement gym. I don't do a whole lot. I only do 4 main exercises. I do bench press, overhead press, deadlifts, and squats. And for me, that pretty much works everything I need to work. Works my legs, works my arms. I do pretty much every workout throw in some pull-ups. I'm working towards my 20 pull-up challenge. So I usually get, 10, 20 pull-ups a day, and then on my workout days I try to do 20 or more, and that works out pretty well. But the whole gist of this video is to kind of show what my routine is, how it helps me, and to talk about how important it is to lift weights. If you've ever looked at mortality figures for ages 65 and over, it's pretty grim to see that a lot of death is caused by frailty, meaning they fall, break a hip, and 1 year mortality after breaking a hip, especially after age 65, is dismal. I mean, it's way up there, 50–60%. And the biggest cause of that is weakness. So lifting weights is critical for older people to maintain muscle mass. And it doesn't have to be some elaborate weightlifting program. It just has to be something that puts some stress on your bones and your muscles. And I found I can still maintain progress even now. I kind of switch up the exercises, but I find I'm still getting stronger in certain areas, even at 61. I think also one of the things I've really paid attention to recently is my protein intake. And I think for a long time, I was an endurance athlete. I wasn't concerned with protein, I was concerned with carbohydrates. And now I really try to get enough protein. I try to get anywhere from 120 to 150 grams a day. And that seems to be keeping my muscle mass intact. I'm not really losing any weight that I don't want to lose, and I'm keeping my muscles pretty strong. So this whole video will be about my weekly routine and the things that I do, and hopefully you can learn something from this. Hopefully you can see how easy it is to have a weightlifting routine. You don't need much equipment, you don't need much time. Each workout takes me about a half an hour. So enjoy the video, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, as you can see in the video, I almost always start out with kettlebell swings. I try to do 50 as a warm-up every time. Usually a 40-pound kettlebell, sometimes 50 if I'm feeling good, but mostly a 40-pound kettlebell. And for this week's workout, I was doing 5 by 3, so 5 sets of 3 repetitions with what for me are heavy weights. And I usually do that 3 weeks, increasing a little bit each week, and then take a week and deload, drop the weights down a little bit, and then usually I'll start another 3-week cycle and do 3 by 5, or even sometimes 3 by 10 with lighter weight, just depending on how I feel. I don't really follow any kind of real structured program. I just feel like this keeps me where I want to be, and it works well enough for me to keep moving and get a little bit stronger. So I hope this has been helpful, showing you that you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of exercises. You don't need a lot of space. You don't need a lot of time. But it is critically important that as you get older, to load your muscles, load your bones, and help your all-cause mortality tremendously. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.